Kafei's story not only by harboring Anju's family when they flee from Clocktown, but by being the object of vicious rumors, blamed for
that's
Kafei's
true.
disappearance. She's Anju's best friend, but after mentioning the wedding to Link, she'll go quiet for a while.
Yeah,
Romani
it's very true.
reveals that her older sister actually does have a crush on Kafei, and that
Whoa,
the fact that
whoa,
her
whoa,
best friend
whoa. Hold the phone. Let's not get off on the wrong foot here. I love Zeltic. He makes incredible Zelda-related content on his channel, and I beseech you to check his stuff out. Legit one of my go-tos for Zelda-related lore. Links, below, and in the card on the screen right now. But I think in this case, he might have gotten something wrong. And I don't blame him. It's something that's easy to overlook because of expectations set by society. But I have tapped into the void beyond, into the unseen, to bring you the truth, dear viewer. The sad truth of a love unrequited and the misfortune of one medicinal bovine beverage proprietress. Let's begin at the beginning, as oft these stories do. Oh, and spoilers for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, by the way. Game's been out for 25 years, but if I don't say that, someone's gonna get mad. A miracle of a sequel to 1998's Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask takes place in the alternate plane of Termina, a world dotted with doppelgangers of familiar characters from the land of Hyrule. While the main crux of the title is to work within a 3-day cycle to stop the moon crashing on the land and retrieving the eponymous mask from the mischievous Skull Kid, a major draw of the game is that of the Bomber's Notebook, a handy guide that tells you about important characters, their schedules, and how you can improve their lives. Two such subsets of characters are the residents of Romani Ranch, sisters Romani and Cremia, and the convoluted net involving two betrothed, Anju and Kafei. The latter's quest involves finding out where the groom disappeared to and the struggles to reunite them, while the former is all about protecting the barn from them. Anyway, on to the sad parts. How are these two connected? Well, Anju and Cremia, along with Kafei, all happen to be childhood best friends. To those in the know in Clocktown, Anju and Kafei announcing an engagement is unsurprising. However, because of this alleged flight, rumors began to circulate in the upper crust of the town, suggesting infidelity on his part, with Cremia as the named partner in this tryst. After all, the three were friends from childhood. Surely the only person he would run off with is the heiress to the farm with the good milk. This is all just rumor and innuendo in the end. Kafei only ran off because he was cursed to look like a child by the Skull Kid, and if it wasn't enough, his wedding mask was stolen, masks being an important part of culture in this world. Ultimately, Kafei is a good guy. He just wanted to do right by Anju in getting his mask back. But Arthur, you may ask, what does this have to do with the Milk Girl? I'm getting to that, gosh. Obviously, she's not in a tryst with Kafei, but that rumor had to have started somewhere, right? Well, one of the things you can find out through dialogue is that Cremia has a person in town she likes. You find this out by speaking to her sister, Romani, at the ranch. Romani knows. My sister, Cremia, has someone in town she likes, but that person will get married the day of the carnival. It's hard for my sister going into town. Juicy goss, little sis. Thank you for that. So clearly Cremia has a crush on her childhood friend, who was set to get married in a few days. It's rough, no doubt. And she's doing her best between this, the boulder blocking the path to Clocktown, and the recent bandit attacks in the area. In fact, she asks you to accompany her to Clocktown, ostensibly to defend against the bandits, the poorly disguised Gorman brothers, and on the night you leave, she has this to say, almost out of pocket. In town, I have a friend. Her name's Anju. Anju, the day after tomorrow is her wedding. Look at the way in which she says it. Fully focused on the road, not cheerful, almost resentful in a way. Yeah, that confirms it. She's in love with Kafei. Wait, Zeltic was right?
Hold it!
Except that's not the case, dear viewer. One very important detail that is often missed, and shout out to the Wild Mask guessing page on TV tropes and researching through Majora's Mask itself for confirming this, but Cremia almost never mentions Kafei at all. Throughout the game, through all her given lines, Cremia rarely mentions Kafei. For someone she's supposed to be worried about as a crush, she doesn't have much to say about him. In fact, some of the only dialogue she has to say in regards to this is this set of lines if you interact with her while wearing the Kafei mask, ostensibly a sign that you're in the middle of investigating this disappearance. Ah, you. Did some middle-aged woman put you to work? Kafei isn't here. Combining the curt ending to that with her expression here, you can tell that she is, 1, done with Kafei's mom and her constant harassment, and 2, that she likely doesn't know where he is, but also that she may be less than caring. Compare that with the amount of dialogue she has to say regarding Anju, her safety, her inviting Anju's family to the ranch to stay while they weather out the storm of the fucking moon crashing into their planets. Well, it paints a very different, very sapphic picture of Cremia's motivations. Kafei also barely mentions Cremia at all during his part of the quest, so I don't think there's much of a foundation for a relationship there. In fact, the only true foundation of the thing between Kafei and Cremia is the outrageous rumor and the insistence by Anju's mother that they're more appropriate a union, a stronger union for the mayor's son, though that may just be her being hurt at the idea that Anju's partner supposedly left her, in the same way that Anju's father had apparently walked down on them. This is of course speculation, as these videos of late have been. I may be way off here, but given the evidence, I think it's safe to say that Cremia's crush is on her true bestie. Poor girl. Even if you manage to save everyone and complete the couple's mask quest, truly the most satisfying quest in the game, mind you, it ends in heartbreak for Cremia. Oh well, that's what AO3 is for. You Cremia/Anju truthers out there, keep me sustained. What do y'all think? Am I being a rabid himadanshi right now? The answer to that is yes, but still, humor me in the comments below. I want to hear your take next. Oh, and wow, I guess recording and hopefully editing made this come out during Pride Month. Wow.
It's Pride, bitch!
Now, which tragic, eerie, rare pair should I talk about next? Ooh, Violi J next, yeah!